To discuss all things politics, politics reporter at the Daily Beast, Betsy Woodruff, now joins us from the CBS News Washington bureau. Very quickly, Betsy, I want to get your take there on Donald Trump, who had initially caused waves there in discussing Judge Curiel, and then followed it up in speaking with our John Dickerson, thinking when he theorized that perhaps a Muslim judge in the same position would also perhaps harbor some sort of bias against him. It has brought a uniform critique from even his most ardent supporters within the GOP.
Without a doubt, and it shows just how uncomfortable he's going to make life for Republican Party leaders over the next few months. I thought, in particular, that interview he had with John Dickerson was especially telling because we're starting to understand kind of the basic Trump principle, which is anyone in any group that he has singled out, he thinks is automatically going to discriminate against him. And as a result, of course, I mean, who do you have left as potential judges, right? Who can be fair if you've systematically gone through and questioned the integrity of a significant number of minority and marginalized groups? It's really interesting, and I think that's why we're seeing McConnell and Paul Ryan kind of bend over backwards to distance themselves from him, but at the same time have to be very cautious about criticizing him in a full-throated way because he's their guy. He's the only show in town.
And of course that came on the heels of Paul Ryan, if not endorsing Donald Trump, at least acknowledging that he would vote for him come November. It also comes against the backdrop of the fallout from Hillary Clinton's speech in San Diego, where she lined up various foreign policy positions of Trump's. It seemed then that the Clinton campaign was looking to goad just the sort of response now that they're getting from Trump.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not particularly difficult to bait Trump into saying things that are a bit over the top. One thing that stood out to me about the way that Trump's comments on Judge Curiel have been covered is that they really have distracted the media narrative away from the substance of the Trump University case. The reality is the information in these depositions that Curiel released, a lot of it's incredibly galling. I mean, Trump University staffers being encouraged to tell people to max out their credit cards. University staffers being encouraged to prey on single moms, to target people who they thought couldn't afford to buy food. I mean, we're talking about problems that would strike most Americans, I think, as morally onerous. And Trump has managed to change the conversation topic back to an old controversy. You know, his history of making inflammatory statements about Hispanics, and it's shifted the focus in a pretty dramatic way.
It certainly suggests that the Trump University issue is more than just a big deal, as he put it.